everyone, it's Laura, and today I want to tell you some ways that I'm using up my stash. Now, I'm part of the Makeup Use Up collab that was started by my friend Elle, and to tell you the truth, I was feeling like a total failure. I was not using up my stuff. I just feel like my collection's building and building. I give so much of it away to my daughters, and still I have too much. So I sat down and I sort of came up with some ways to use my stash where I would really enjoy it. So let's start first with concealers. I had, I don't know, 5 or 6 concealers, and that's ridiculous. And so I really want to get down to just having one that I really love. Now, this one from Urban Decay, Naked Skin Concealer, I've had this one since last July. So I want to use it up simply because it's getting too old. Now, another concealer I had, the Better Skin, was one that I gave a thumbs down. I wasn't happy with it, but I just didn't want to throw it out and waste it. Well, I found a way to use this and the Naked Skin, and that is to apply it in the center of my face and use it like a foundation, and just don't get it too much in this under eye area, because the Better Skin there was making this part look very crepey on me. But when I keep it here and blend it out with a beauty blender, it looks beautiful. Another problem I had was I bought this foundation after hearing a YouTuber recommend it. It's the Revlon Colorstay Whipped. It is very moisturizing, it's very thick, and I don't like the way it feels all over my face. And I used it so much that I just didn't feel it was fair to take it back to the store. So what I found really works for me is after I've done the concealer in the center of my face, I just put a little amount on the outer portion of my face and use the foundation there. I really like the way the concealer and the foundation work together, and actually the concealer, because it's made to conceal like that, I think makes my skin look smoother, and it seems to last longer out in the humid weather. So even though it's summer, this combination is really working well. Now, as far as blush, I have too many. And what I do many days is double blush. And what I mean by that is I will put one blush as a base and then one that maybe is a little bit brighter on this part of my cheek, the lower part of my cheekbone. I really don't do much in the apple because of the way my face is shaped. That style of blushing doesn't work for me, so I wear my blush a bit higher. So two that I love, I'm in love with this CoverGirl True Blend. This shade is called Blush, and it is a beautiful shade. And then I have this Punch from Hard Candy. Since this is a bit brighter, I like to use this right here in the lower part of the cheekbone, and then this in the higher part. Now, another thing that I've collected are cream blushes, and these stick blushes from NYX. I love these, but as you know, cream products deteriorate a little faster than powders do. So I know this is going to be expired soon. So what I do is I put the stick blush on first as a base. Then I put a blush that's a powder on top that holds it all day and really helps me keep the color of the blush. I am a lipstick junkie. I have more lipstick and gloss and lip pencils than any other makeup product that I own. Of course, you all know that a great way to use up your lip pencils is to not only line your lips, but fill in your lips. Now, a shade that I love from NYX is Natural. This shade is perfect because you can fill in your lip. My lips are very purple, as you can see. And when I go over it with this Natural, it sort of gives me a base color where I can add other things and they will keep the color that they are in the tube or in the gloss. I love this shade. I use this a lot to fill in my entire lip. Then I either go over with a gloss or a lipstick and a gloss. And this is a way to really keep your lip products on all day. If I put a lip pencil like this and then lipstick and a gloss, I can keep on my lipstick for hours. So this is a real winner. Now, if you're like me, you have all these fall and winter shades that are just sitting in a drawer right now, and I was getting guilt over that. I pulled out this one from ColourPop. I've hardly used it, but I love it. It's a shade called Westie, and it's a pink shade, but more of a mauve, and it looks like a shade I would wear in the fall. But what I've been doing is putting this on and then adding a brighter gloss, and then it looks more like a summer shade. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos with tips, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear from you because I want this channel to be things you're interested in and that you enjoy. I hope this has been helpful. My parents always taught me not to waste money, so when I see makeup just sitting in a drawer, that really bothers me, and I'm sure many of you feel the same way. We all work really hard for our money, and we don't like to see it go to waste. So I hope this was helpful, and you'll have fun with your makeup this week. I put the curling iron in close to the scalp, and I roll about half the length of my hair into the curling iron, and I leave the bottom part just sort of hanging. After I've held it for about, I'd say, 6 seconds, then I start pumping the release of the curling iron and working down the rest of the hair so that gets curled too.